Davis, and you're watching the Evercade Effect.
Hey everybody, this is Ed, and this next video I want to talk about Evercade is getting expensive. So yeah, there are a few things that surprised me. I know I talked about in a previous video, but now I went ahead and I made a video with the new prices and whatnot. So Blaze announced, what they would be, $29.95. Were they $29.95, or have they gone up for that? What are the true hidden costs? And it's actually more expensive than you would think. Primarily, if you have to get your Evercade carts from the North American suppliers, right? That's what I'm talking about. If you're in other parts of the world, you're probably unaffected, but with the current climate and things, do I dare say tariffs? That has affected Evercade like many other electronics. So let's take a look at this. First, I want to go ahead and I want to talk about what we'll show the cost of both carts, right? Because I want you to see what the previous one showed. So on April 6th, when I put in my order for what it was, like Windjammers and whatnot, those two carts, it was $62.90. And then now the current order with the for the Genejoke collection and the Roadcraft collection for one game, $73.90, and that's full with shipping and handling and all that. And just to kind of show you the breakdown, if we take a look, you can see Gremlin, of course. How could I forget you? So this is when they were selling the Gremlin collection for $30. And this is when you could get the Evercade Windjammer, Carnobs, and Friends for $24.95. That was before the $5 increase or the other nonsense that if you order from Funstock, then you have to pay the postman. And then, and if you miss them, you're going to have to go to the post office and all that. I do want to point out, and this is where it kills me. It kills me that Video Games Plus has dropped out. $8 for shipping, right? So you can see that's $62. Well, let's go ahead and if we break down the recent with the Genejoke carts, so they're selling them, and we'll take a look at the website for $32.95 individually, right? And you can't buy a bundle for both of the carts, which is crazy. They don't do any bundles. I wasn't able to do a bundle before, so that hurts it. Then we have the $8 in flat rate. So yeah, nearly $74, which is it's getting up there. So if we take a look, let me go to Songberg's website and just kind of show you. Because before I go in and talk about the increase of prices, I do want to let everyone know, like, I did go ahead and order it. I will say though that both for Songberg and or take a look at Castlevania Games, both their websites are very discombobulated, not organized in the way that I want. You had to go down to the second page. Then you see Gremlin. Kind of funny, they just ripped those icons from there, and then you see Neo Geo and Roadcraft. So they got, they did get that correctly. But yeah, $32.95, and there's no bundle at all. Which I was saying earlier, it really freaking hurts the cost. And you can see some of the previous. Everything is out of stock. Who knows when it'll all come back? But let's take a look at Castlevania Games. So on their website, you can buy it as a bundle, $59.99. I haven't ordered from them, but I'd assume they're going to charge you in their $8 in shipping plus tax. So it's probably going to come out to the same, or be even more. But at least you could get a bundle, right? Games included, Roadcraft DX, and then of course it shows you the details here. And you know what? I did forget to mention that if you do go at the time of the recording of this video to my YouTube channel, there is a post where I did a poll. Yes, polls are back. Asking everybody, are you going to buy the Evercade carts with the price increase? Or are you just going to be more selective? Did you always buy them? Did not buy them? Go ahead and go to that poll now while it's still open. And if you get it done in time before June 14th, you will see the results on Evercast. All right. So now let's go ahead and go back to Fun Stock. Stock of Fun. Maybe. Bam! There we go. So now if we go to their page, So, oh wow! So when they can't keep they can't keep their carts in stock. When I went ahead and I checked this a few days ago, both the Neo Geo and Roadcraft were in stock. I've never seen the Roadcraft yet go out of stock. You can see the bundle there, but okay, so let's say that's $54. Let's say shipping will probably be another $10. That's $64. It could be more, and then you're at least going to have to pay, because of the tariffs, another $10, $74. That's already the same price, and if you don't meet the postman at the door, you're going to have to go ahead and go, pick it up at the post office and do all that nonsense, and then pay that extra fee. So yeah, either way you slice it, that looks like that's the new cost of Evercade, which is just freaking nuts. Because I've talked about before the economy changing price, and before Evercade, or Blaze rather, increased the price of the carts are $5. You could get them off of Video Games Plus for roughly, when they were roughly like shipped for like $37, sometimes $35, under that $40 price point. Very rarely would it be $38. When you would have the Giga cart, you'd get to $40s. So it's like nearly the cost has doubled, and it's just really sad that Video Games Plus doesn't carry them anymore. So yeah, I think we're going to see a change. I think we're going to see people mainly just being very selective of their carts, unless you're a collector like me, and you just have to get every single cart, or because of the producer of this channel insists that you've got to cover and buy everything Evercade related. Maybe it's a combination of the both. But what I want to know, go ahead and put in the comments below. Let me know, what do you think of this current change of Evercade? Yeah, some things are out of their control, but we're starting to get to the prices of Switch carts. And don't forget, what was under their control was them jacking up the price of the carts like earlier this year. Which, if Blaze realistically was going to do that, they should have done that a while ago. It's just kind of like everything else with Blaze. It's bad timing and all that. And now we have to wait for the end of the month for Windjammers. And then the Neo Geo carts have been pushed back to August, which I kind of talked about live and whatnot. I don't think it needed that. I don't really think they needed to take that long to get the new prices and everything. But that's another video itself. But yeah. For now, since I want to show you guys everything, I want to experience and play everything. Yes, I'm gonna buy Evercade. I'm just unsure what the future is going to be like if the cost keeps getting up there. I think as long as Blaze keeps taking the arcade route, I think we'll be good. Those seem to be the most popular. That's my opinion, most popular, regardless of where you are in the world. But again, we'll go ahead and leave it here. I'll thank my channel members. Morley, I apologize. I've not added you to the end credits, so you get a shout out here, brother. And thanks everyone for watching. Bye-bye. Thanks, Crashline, Immortal Sojourn, Amber Cummings, Joe Whitlush, Alex Groot.